Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about nouns. And I know that we've talked about nouns before, but today we're going to talk about something a little bit different with them. So I am going to show you my desk screen here so we can see the pictures. Now we know that a noun can be a person, like a student. So I have my student here. And of course I have my black triangle above to show that student is a noun. A noun can be a thing like a book. So here I have my book and I have my triangle above to show that that's a noun. And a noun could be an animal like a cat. So I have my triangle above cat to show that that's a noun. So it could be a person, a thing, an animal. A noun can be a place. So when we're talking about just one thing, these would be called singular nouns, right? Because when you're just talking about one, that would be singular. Now we could change these to be more than one, and we could make them plural by adding an S to the end of the word, right? So we could have one student, or we could have two students. We could have one book, or we could have two books. And we could have one cat, or we could have two cats, right? So when you're talking about two of something, that could be a plural noun. So students, two books, two cats. And of course we have our black triangle to show that those are all nouns. Now here's something really fun. If you want to talk about a big group of something, you can use a special kind of noun for that. There we go. Maybe you could see a little bit better now. We can use a special kind of noun to talk about a big group of something. We can use a collective noun. So a collective noun means that it's like a group of something, a group of people, animals, or things as a whole. So you're talking about like a collection of something. So when you think of the word collective, think of a collection of something. So it's like a group of something as one. So if we had a class of students, that would be a collective noun, a class of students. So I could draw my triangles above class and students to show that those are my nouns. A class of students would be a collective noun. Class would be the collective noun for that. I could have a pile of books. So pile of books is a collective. Pile is a collective noun for all of those books. I could have a big group of cats, and this is a funny word, a clouder of cats. That's what you call a group of cats, a clouder. So there's a bunch of really fun group names for animals, collective nouns for animals. But just remember that any time you're talking about a group of people, animals, or things as a whole, like a collection, it's going to be a collective noun, like class, pile, and clouder. So now I'm going to show you some really fun ones. These are some different animal collective nouns. So did you know that a bunch of penguins is called a colony of penguins? I don't think I knew that. I didn't remember that was that called. A pack of dogs. So we can call a bunch of dogs a pack. A pod of dolphins. So a group of dolphins is called a pod. This is a really funny one. A journey of giraffes. So when you have a bunch of giraffes together, it's a journey. Ooh, a quiver of cobras. A quiver of cobras. Oh, a cloud of grasshoppers. That's kind of funny. I never knew that. Cloud of grasshoppers. Of course, we know a pack of wolves. That's one that we probably have all heard before. We could even talk about groups of birds, like a brood of chickens. So brood is that collective noun. I never knew a group of frogs was called an army of frogs. That's kind of funny. And then we can also have other kind of groups of people too. A crowd of people. So crowd would be a collective noun for a big group of people together. Or A choir of singers. So choir is a collective noun when we're talking about a bunch of singers. So when you're thinking about a group of people or animals or things as a whole, a collection, those are going to be our collective nouns. So collective nouns is just a different type of noun that we're going to be looking at today.